Well, hello ladies, welcome to Coffee with Kate. And so this week I thought I would mix it up and give you some wonderful backgrounds of inspiration while we speak. For those of you stuck in offices or stuck at home, I just thought this might give you a little bit of therapy in the background. And thankfully the sunshine agreed and there's not even any wind. So I even have my Costa in my hand, which for those of you that are wanting to know is a skinny flat white. That is my chosen coffee for today's chat. So how are we today? Good morning, Michelle. Hello, Kate. Lovely to see you. Julie, nice to see you too. So when I was doing my research and you were helping me, telling me what symptoms upset you the most, what you wanted more information on, one of the biggest ones was the weight gain that happens around this time of life. So, every day this week, I'm going to be giving you information and just giving you the basics. Good morning, Mandy. The basics about the perimenopause and menopause and the fact that it's going to happen to all of us. It's just 80% of us happen to get some symptoms with it. Now, when it comes to the weight gain, there's about 20% of ladies who actually land up losing weight significantly and losing muscle mass significantly. Good morning, Eileen. Hello, Valerie. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you, Karen. And so you've got two ends of the spectrum. The majority of people put on weight, but there is a small part of you that lose weight dramatically. And that is due to muscle mass. Oh, wait a minute.
To hold you.
Oh, thank you,
I'll
honey.
hold you like that. Just like that.
You want to hold me like that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, hold me like that. Lee's decided to be my cameraman for me. So, let me adjust him so that you can still see me. Thank you very much, Lee. I can drink my coffee at the same time now. Thank you. Yes, so...
My pleasure, Mum.
Yeah, good morning, Kim. Good morning. Good morning, Elaine. Yeah, so that every day this week we're covering different aspects. Tomorrow is going to be about sleep and sleep patterns. Now, sleep patterns is one of the reasons if you lose sleep between the hours of 2 and 4, that is also going to contribute to weight gain. So why does it happen? Initially, the physiology side of things is that as your estrogen levels and your progesterone levels are dropping, so your muscle mass is decreasing. Now, as your muscle mass decreases, obviously it's your muscles are your furnace, but burning up those calories and for keeping your metabolism. People speak about your metabolism. Your metabolism it gets bandied around so much, but your metabolism is fundamentally what keeps you, the amount of energy required to keep you breathing, digesting your food, the amount of energy that you use while sat still like this. So as I'm sat still like this, my muscles are quite efficient. I've always kept them through strength training as well as doing cardio to burn up the calories. I've kept my strength training going from my 40s onwards. So my muscles are still really efficient at burning up the calories. So I sit here. I could, if I chose, have a full fat, flat white, and somebody sat next to me could have the same full fat, flat white, and they would put on weight. I would not, because one person has looked after their muscles, kept their muscles as calorie burning beasts, and the other person hasn't. So if you have in the past only ever done cardio, runners in particular, your aerobics classes, spinning classes, these sorts of things, then I'm afraid now you need to mix it up. You need to do some resistance training. This doesn't have to be going in the gym and lifting heavy weights. You can do this with squats with your body weight. You can do it within Kate's Club. We do the exercises that are specific for this age group. And you can do this resistance training with, last week we did it with hand weights. You can do it with bands, anything like that. But you really do need to take control of this, ladies, right now. And the walking is really good because that also helps with osteoporosis. Right now, also, as soon as you are menopausal, i.e. you've not had a period for 12 months, your body, listen to this girls, if you take nothing else from this, please listen to this. Your body is no longer capable of changing your bone density. If you are perimenopausal, you need to be taking vitamin D with your calcium, which then can make your bones more dense. So think of an aero bar with the bubbles in it. As your bones age, then your aero bar gets more bubbles in it. Brittle bone syndrome, that is the osteoporosis. If you have it within your heritage, but it's not heritage, is it?
Your family.
In your family history, you really need to, while you're perimenopausal, take vitamin D with your calcium and do some sort of a training. Walking is really good to just get rid of, think of the air bubbles disappearing. That is what you need. So back to the weight gain. I've got estrogen receptors in my thyroid glands here, but I've got a lot in my belly fat. So as my estrogen levels go down, my pituitary gland says to my body, where else can you produce me some estrogen? And the body goes, well, I can do it here. Oh, sorry, Lee. Or you don't want to see what his face just was. He's doubling as my gripper for holding my phone, in case you're wondering if you've just joined me. Yeah, so it goes to the estrogen receptors here, and it goes to the ones on specifically the top of your belly button, those fat cells there. Now, it'll lay down the estrogen there for you as well. There is something called estrogen dominance, which if you are on a hormone replacement therapy, if you have a lot of estrogen in your diet, this is something, it's a different topic, which I'll cover at the end of the week if you want me to. But if you feel that you might be estrogen dominant, that is when you get sore boobs, like a bloating feeling all the time, like you used to when you were in puberty. Think back to puberty. Catapult yourself to the other end of the aging process, and if you feel like that, chances are it could be estrogen dominance. So that is another reason. So the weight loss, the weight gain happens because your metabolism going down, estrogen is being laid down in those fat cells, nice juicy fat cells. So what you need to do is be changing your habit of eating. If you've been used to having breakfast, lunch, dinner, if you followed point watching, point scoring, counting calories, counting this, putting yourself in caloric deficit, the keto this, the blah, 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 the caveman diet, stop. Right now. Stop. Don't part with any more money for any whiz-bang supplements or anything else. Your body has been doing this for thousands of years. Lifestyle changes have meant that our liver is very confused at this stage of our lives. You need to, number one, do a liver cleanse. This can be as simple as starting using milk thistle. You can get high doses, regular doses. Try milk thistle for a start, and drinking lots of water. A minimum of 2 litres of water a day must go into your system. Otherwise, you're trying to run a car engine with no oil in it. It's not going to happen. You're going to just land up with hideous cellulite, even if your body is trying to get rid of the fat. So nobody wants that. So, is this making sense to you, girls? Give me a 1 if this is making sense to you. Give me a 2 if you want more information, more specific information about this later on in the week. Because I know that the tolerance for Facebook Lives is generally just about 20 minutes. So I do not want to overstay my welcome. But I do want to make you aware that yo-yo dieting, going on specific diets is no longer the way ahead. You need to alter the way you have your relationship with food. Food is for fueling your body. Right now, enjoy, look forward to, maybe 1 meal a day I look forward to, really like yum, 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 I'm looking forward to that. The rest of them I am just fueling my body, just like putting petrol in the car, back to that scenario. And at the weekends, I can then enjoy what I want to do. But I've got to nail what I do for 5 days of the week in order to be able to have 1 or 1.5 days off at the weekend. So, after having had COVID and not being able to exercise properly for a month, and the way that messed with my system, for those of you that had COVID, that really does mess with your metabolism. I am being strict for 6 days of the week right now because I'm needing to lose the weight that went on when I had COVID. And now you can't suddenly drop 4 or 5 pounds like you used to. Remember, in your 20s and your 30s, you could go, I'm going on a diet. Ooh, that's 2 pounds lost. Just because you started thinking about it. It's slowly gone on. Your metabolism is slowly going to come back. You've got to have patience with this, girls. Patience. My ladies in Kate's Club, if they're wanting to drop a dress size, they might have been able to do it in the past in 2-3 weeks. Now you're looking at doing it for a month, 6 weeks, 2 months of exercising 15 to 20 minutes, low impact. High impact, you're just going to injure yourself because everything is less tolerant. Remember what I said yesterday? You are likely to injure yourself. But yes, if you have injured yourself in the last 2 years, trying to do something high impact like you used to enjoy doing, now you've got to change that. You've got to change that. Low impact, if you do high impact cardio stuff, all you're going to do is burn your muscle, not your fat. You are not going to get to burn that fat from doing hours of cardio. Small amounts, very frequently, and lots of stretching is what your body requires right now, girls. Really take that one on board. And your food, small, frequent, with proteins, fats and carbohydrates in every single meal. My Kate's Club ladies, I encourage them initially, while they're getting used to this system, to eat from a side plate. Your portion sizes, if you continue to eat, no matter how healthy it is, if you continue to eat the same portion size when you are 48 to the portion size that you did when you were 38, I'm sorry, I can't change this. It's just the way it is. You will put on weight. You require less food. But after lockdown and everything else, food has never been easier to get. An unhealthy version has never been easier to get, has it? Just eat. We've learned how to do it. Get it delivered to your door. You've not even got to walk around the kitchen doing it. I know, girls. I get it. I really do. But right now, you need to be focusing on fruit and vegetables as your carbohydrates. Try and steer away from the white carbohydrates that you might have done back in the day. So the white-free diet, as it used to be called, with your potatoes, your pasta. But this isn't for now. This isn't for short term. This is long-term lifestyle changes that you need to be making. Because as you come through menopause and out the other side, you really need to have made these changes, because otherwise the weight is going to go on. It's just the aging process. You require less food. Now, there's phytoestrogens, there's all sorts of science involved in this, which I can go into and when I do the masterclass that I'm working on just now. But for here and now, just remember this: the darker the green, the darker the redness of your fruit, the better it is for you when you are menopausal. It's got your iron in it, it's got your fibre in it, it's got your resveratrol in it. So you're looking at red grapes, you're looking at blueberries, when you go to get things, I was just speaking to a lady about this yesterday, I'm an Aldi shopper, as you know, to get your frozen fruits, make sure you get the dark forest fruits, not the summer fruits. Try and go for the fruits like that more than the bananas. The bananas spike your blood. There's nothing wrong with bananas, but they spike your blood sugar level and then you come down. That's when you can get the temple headache mid-morning. It's not what you want. Try and stick with a mixture for your breakfast of fast carbohydrates and your slow burning carbohydrates. So a mixture of oats, black forest fruits, perfect. Your vegetables, red cabbage instead of white cabbage, broccoli instead of cauliflower. You're thinking dark green every time. Spinach, kale, all of these sorts of things. Amazing. Think sweet potato instead of white potato. And there you have it. There is. I'm sorry to have given it you machine gun style, girls, but please give me a yes if that has been helpful. And comment if you would like me to give you more information. And also comment if you're interested in Kate's Club. It's only $19.99, girls, a month. And for that, I help you sort out your meal plan. You have ladies there. Come look at Lee walking the dog on the beach behind me. Dog was going on a suicide leap there. So yes, let me know if you're interested in Kate's Club, and I'll send you the link for that. There's no contract, there's no hidden bits and bobs. I know we've all become very cynical because there were so many scams out there during lockdown, but it's $19.99 a month, and for as long as you need me. And then when you don't, you just cancel your direct debit at the bank. It's fine. And but I've had a lot of ladies in there for a long time because it works. You get me every day in your face, reminding you. You get a motivational Monday where I give you a kick up the backside and keep you on track. And then on a Friday, that's the other thing. Scales, ditch them. Go on the scales before you go in to see the doctors. Ditch them, put them in the shed. This was another conversation I had yesterday with a lady who is addicted to going on and off those scales. The scales are not your friend. I'll explain that tomorrow, but they are not your friend. Do your measurements, girls. And you've got to get in your head, because I could make you the lightest you've ever been on the scales, but you still might not like what you see in the mirror. You've got to get this right, girls. Mental health, physical health, it all goes together. You've got to learn to love yourself again, girls. This is a different time. Remember back when you were a teenager in the puberty, you hated every new lump, bump and everything else? Well, now you're at the other end of that, and you've got to learn to love yourself in a different way. Okay? So it can be done. It can be managed. You've just got to change. The rules have changed, and so long as you understand them, you will be able to master it. You can come through the other side. You can have energy every day. You can get rid of that lethargy. You can really, but you've got to put in a bit of effort, girls. Got to be done, I'm afraid. There's no quick fix for this, and anybody that tells you there is, A, clearly isn't of menopausal age, B, is not a fitness and nutritional expert, and C, let me guess, they're trying to take your money for some supplement or other that ain't gonna work. So, calling it the way it is, as always, girls, have a fabulous day, and I shall see you again tomorrow when we're talking about sleeplessness. So, see you later, girls. I hope this has been helpful. Comment, let me know. What do you want more of? Because I've not decided what I'm doing on Thursday and Friday yet. Bye from me and Kingston.